interesting.
Okay. So, the whole the COVID thing.
Do you have like an opening statement, maybe?
No, I don't. I said this was an informal debate, so I didn't form an opening statement or points. I just wrote down a bunch of notes. That's all I did.
Okay, that's good. That's kind of what I did. I only have like a small thing to say, I guess, at the beginning, so you have an idea of what I'm gonna kind of push for in this debate. Scott, you can get involved in this one actually. So my opinion on the vaccine is more data than any other vaccine in the history of vaccines, and there's no reason to believe that this vaccine will cause you harm. Or harm to the extent of which it'll overdo like the COVID, unless there are specific group of people that actually can, like, that probably shouldn't get the vaccine. But in the typical like everyday person, the average person, they shouldn't really believe this is like a terrible thing. People that say obscure facts, anecdotal evidence, this only causes more harm to society than it does good. And I think that it kind of dissuades people from getting the vaccine. I think there needs to be a larger discussion done on overall probably the actual side effects, like what the side effects really are. And I think that basically I think there needs to be less of a push for society to say like there's things wrong with this. Like we need to have more of like an honest debate on this, look into studies more.
On the whole vaccine and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, because typically what I see is people will say like, oh I have this one cousin that did this or did that, that got the vaccine and died. Like, oh, what we could do is like, hey, we can look at the overall amounts of things, like look at the side effects and see what side effects apply to you, and then based on that, see whether or not you should get the vaccine. But there's an overwhelming amount that most people are probably pretty good to get the vaccine. Like 98%.
Okay, so I wouldn't disagree with that necessarily. I think everyone would probably be fine to get it.
Yep.
The necessity to get it.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I think I'd like to see a poll of how many people would actually think of now that didn't get the vaccine that were like, man, I should have actually got it.
Why?
Because I don't think it was worth getting at all.
Say, okay, so
even in hindsight now that people,
so
even a poll that people did get it, they're happy that they actually got it.
Okay, so you can say it's good or bad if they didn't get it, but there are, because the idea is we can say all right, well, I didn't experience it. I only got sick for a week. That's not really the big of a deal. But some people really got messed up. Really we talk about side effects.
What's the percentage of the people who got really messed up?
I don't have a full percentage of the people who got really messed up, but I can tell you I can tell you death rates. I can tell you all these different things. I can say all right, it's 1/10 the amount of people who got the vaccine. If you got the vaccine, you only have 1/10 the chance of dying. You know what I'm saying? So those people that would probably complain on the poll, probably dead. So the idea is and there's other things obviously long COVID's a thing. I don't think anyone argues that long COVID you have side effects for a year. You get massive brain fog. You you lose taste in your mouth. These are things that are very apparent. I obviously don't have stats to show exactly what those were, but these are things that actually hurt people or actually are side effects of the actual COVID or actual COVID, not the vaccine.
Yeah. So
excuse me.
I was listening to that podcast earlier. Let me go to my channel.
I literally saw that one the other day.
So I kind of fucked this whole thing up too with the title, by the way. I don't even know if I can edit it. I might have to restart it. So I kind of fucked this whole thing up too with studio.
Who's watching?
I don't know who's watching. Okay, so we're live right now. I think I can edit.
Look at that spike in viewership.
Yeah, right to 1.
Yeah.
No, there's 2 viewers right now. I hope. Oh, by the way, before we even really get started, I'm gonna end this stream. Anyone else watching, just come right back in 2 seconds, so I can edit this.